Okay, so tapos na tayo sa ating design of singly T-beams. Dito naman tayo next sa ating analysis of T-beams. Kapag sinabi nating analysis, yung unknown natin dito, unknown is yung ating MU or yung ating ultimate moment. And yung mga given dyan is yung ibang properties and also given din yung ating AS or yung area of the steel reinforcement. Okay, so step number 1 tayo. Okay, for step number 1, we have to solve for AS balance. Okay, and i-assume natin na this is steel yields. Ayan, so solve for AS balance and assume steel yield. So first natin, since sabi niya, solve natin si AS balance, kunin natin si C balance. Okay, C balance is, meron tayong formula dyan, 600D over 600 plus Fy. And after that, makukuha na natin si A balance. A balance is beta 1 C balance. After ng A balance, kung magiging T-beams talaga tayo or magkakaroon tayo ng dalawang area, syempre magiging or magkakaroon din tayo dyan ng Z balance. So this is just equal to A balance minus the thickness of the flange. Okay? And then, since tapos na tayo sa AS balance, sa C balance, A balance, and Z balance, okay, i-ano naman natin, i-solve naman natin itong in-assume natin. Okay, mag-ano tayo ng in-assume natin dyan. So we have the summation forces horizontal is equal to 0. So kung nagkaroon tayo ng Z balance, ibig sabihin yan, dalawa yung area natin. So we have T is equal to C1 plus C2. Okay, so in here, yung T natin dito ay magiging si AS balance Fy. Okay, this is now equal to 0.85 F prime C. Sabihin na lang natin this is area 1 plus 0.85 F prime C area 2. Kapag substitute na natin lahat yan, makukuha na natin si AS balance. Okay, so ino-note na lang natin dito ng A1 natin is equal to PF TF. And yung area 2 naman natin, yan naman si BWZ. And this is in balance. Okay, so balance yan. So after natin makuha si AS balance, di ba meron tayong given na AS. Okay, so i-compare natin si AS, given AS, tsaka i-compare natin si AS at si AS balance. Okay, so if our AS is greater than AS balance, okay, it means that this is, in green ko na lang, this is tension still does not yield. Kapag hindi nag-yield yung ating steel, this is Fs is not equal to Fy. So therefore, kapag nagkaroon tayo ng tension still does not yield, ang magiging value automatically ng ating phi or yung reduction factor natin equal to 0.65. Okay, but if our AS is less than or equal to AS balance, kakaroon tayo dito ng tension steel yields. Kapag nag-yield, itong ating steel, we have Fs is equal to Fy. Okay, so dito muna tayo sa, ito muna yung para sa ating step number 1. Proceed naman tayo sa step number 2. So, sa step number 2 natin, dito natin isosolve si if AS is greater than AS balance. Or, ito yung ating tension still does not yield. Okay, or meron tayo ditong phi equal to 0.65. And also, we have Fs is not equal to Fy. Okay, so isulat muna natin yung ating mga ilalagay dito. So since hindi ito 'di ba nag-assume tayo na steel yield, 'di ba ang steel yield is Fs is equal to Fy. Kung hindi tayo nag-steel or kung napunta tayo dito sa point na 'to or tension still does not yield or Fs is not equal to Fy, syempre uulitin natin i-solve etong value ng C, ng A, at saka ng Z para makuha natin later on si MU. Okay, sige, start muna natin dito. So, dito, yung A1 na natin, may ano muna natin si A1. A1 natin ay equal kay BF TF, di ba? Okay, A2 naman is we have here B W Z. Pero, etong Z na yan is gagawin natin siyang or para makuha natin si C, okay, si C, value of C, ay i-ano natin to, i-convert natin to with respect to C. So, paano yan? Di ba meron tayong formula dun sa dun sa may design last or sa previous video lecture. So, di ba yung A natin ay equal kay T plus Z. So, therefore, our Z is equal to A minus T. So, para ma-convert or para with respect to C tayo dyan, so Z natin is equal to beta 1C minus T. So, yan yung magiging formula natin sa Z. So, we have area 2 now, or dun na lang sa taas. Dito. So, we have BW multiplied by beta 1C minus T. So, yan na yung gagamitin natin sa area 2. And also, since yung Fs natin is not equal to Fy, ang gagamitin nating Fs dyan is yung totoong value ng Fs, which is si 600 multiplied by D minus C over C. Okay. And after nating mailagay lahat yan, pwede na nating derive yung kanyang formula dito. So, summation forces ulit tayo, horizontal is equal to 0. So, hindi na tayo mag-a-assume dito na this is still yields kasi na-prove na natin na hindi nga siya mag-yield. So, ang phi na natin dito is 0.65. Okay? Pero dito, so we have T, yung tension, this is equal to C1 plus C2. And then yung T natin, di ba yung T natin kanina is ASFY, di ba? Okay. So, dito naman, magkakaroon na tayo dito ng ASFS. Okay? And this is now equal to 0.85 F prime C BF TF plus 0.85 F prime C BW multiplied by beta 1C minus T. Okay. And itong Fs natin yan, palitan lang natin siya ng Fs na totoo or itong totoong value niya or totoong formula natin. So, we have As multiplied by 600 multiplied by D minus C over C. This is equal to 0.85 F prime C BF TF plus 0.85 F prime C BW multiplied by beta 1C minus T. And ang makukuha na natin dito, yung value ng ating C. Okay? After natin makuha si C, makukuha natin si A. After natin makuha si A, makukuha naman natin si Z. And after natin makuha yung mga values dyan, pwede na natin kunan si MU. So, yung MU lang natin is just equal to phi MN. Tama ba? Okay, so ito ay equal lamang kay phi C1 multiplied by D minus T over 2 plus phi C2 multiplied by D minus T minus Z over 2. Okay? So, ito na yung ating MU. Okay, so wala tayong consideration pa dito. So, sa step number 2, wala. Okay, next naman, ibaba ko lang itong problem natin. Ibaba ko pa. Yan. Okay, tapos na tayo sa step number 2. Proceed naman tayo sa step number 3. Dito sa step number 3 naman, dito naman natin isosolve si AS is less than or equal to AS balance. Or ito din naman yung si tension steel yields. Kung nag-tension steel yields tayo, we have Fs is equal to Fy. Okay. Okay, so paano naman dito? Kapag nag-tension steel yield tayo or nag-correct assumption tayo dun sa pinakaunang step. So dito, solve natin si mag-summation forces muna tayo. Horizontal is equal to 0. So we have T is equal to CC. So bakit CC? Kasi kukunin muna natin si area of concrete at saka si area of the flange. Paano ba natin kukunin si area of concrete, 'di ba si CC yan? So, ganito siya. So, T, we have AS Fy is equal to CC natin is 0.85 F prime C and multiply by area of the concrete. Okay, so area concrete. So, dito makukuha na natin si area concrete. And then, solve naman natin si area of the flange. Si area of the flange lang naman ay may formula na BF multiply by TF. So, yan lang din naman siya. So, kakaroon tayo ng consideration dito. So, first consideration, if ang ating area of concrete is less than area of the flange. Okay, ano ba yung ano natin dito? Ano ba yung conclusion natin dito? If area of concrete is less than area of the flange, then yung A natin is less than kay T. Ano ulit kapag si A is less than T siya or i-analyze natin siya as bilang rectangular beam. Okay, so ulitin ko. Kasi yung area of concrete na sinasabi ko, yun yung, for example, meron tayong T-beam dyan. Ayan. Tapos yung nakuha lang nating area of concrete is mas maliit siya kaysa kay area of flange. Ang area ng flange po is ito yon. Kung mas maliit or mas malaki yung area of the flange kesa dun sa nakuha nating AC, for example, andito lang si AC. Okay. Eh di syempre, magkakaroon tayo ng, ito yung A natin, ito yung T. Okay? Eh di syempre, mas malaki talaga si T kaysa kay A kapag ganito na yung makukuha natin. And syempre, makikita nyo dyan, i-analyze lang natin yung beam natin as rectangular. Okay? So, ganun lang yon. So, representation lang to, barahin ko lang. Okay, next naman, kung na-analyze na natin, i-analyze natin siya as rectangular beam. Okay? So, we have here, kukunin naman natin si A. Okay, so AC. Ano ba si AC? Di ba siya si area of concrete? Since nakuha mo na siya, yung value ng area of the concrete, this is equal to BF, okay, multiply by the A. Okay, BFA. So, makukuha mo dyan si A, then makukuha mo dyan si C. And pagkatapos mo makuha si C, kukunin natin si FS or mag-check tayo. So, 600 multiply by D minus C over C. So, itong Fs na yan, nag-check tayo dyan kung ano yung mga i-consider nating considerations. Okay, so for this one, since na-prove naman na natin to, na ito ay steel yields, ibig sabihin lang yan, lahat ng value na makukuha nyo dyan, or lahat ng makukuha nyong value is 400 pataas. Di ba meron tayong consideration dun sa design natin or dun sa may latest topics or previous topics natin na kapag si less than or si Fs is less than 400 megapascal, dun pa lang tayo nag-tension steel does not yield, tama pa? So therefore, yung makukuha nyong Fs dito is either 400 to 1,000 plus. Kaya hindi pa natin alam kung ang ating beam ba is in transition or in tension controlled. Okay, so if si Fs is greater than or equal to 1,000 megapascal, this is in tension controlled. i-ano natin dun. Kapag tension control tayo dyan, we have P is equal to 0.90. Okay. And if our Fs is less than 1,000 megapascal, or yung Fs natin is greater than 400, this is in transition region. Kapag nag-transition region tayo dito, kukunin lang natin yung value ng ating phi, which is equal to 0.65 plus 0.25 multiply by Fs minus Fy over 1,000 minus Fy. Okay. So, yung Fs na gagamitin natin dito is itong Fs na nakuha natin dito. And after nating makuha yung phi, yung value ng ating phi, pwede na natin kunin si mu or yung ultimate moment natin. So, this is now equal to phi mn. Okay, so this is just equal to phi. Okay, so nasa rectangular beam tayo. So, iisang area lang tayo. So, we have CC multiply by D minus A over 2. Okay. So, makukuha na natin dyan yung value ng ating mu. Okay. Next naman, next is ito. Kapag naman yung ating AC or yung area of the concrete is now greater than area of the flange. So dito magkakaroon lang tayo dito na ang A natin ay mas malaki na ngayon kaysa kay T. Kung nagkaroon tayo ng ganyan, i-analyze natin yung beam natin as T-beam. Okay? So itong drawing naman nito, ganito naman siya. So may T-beam tayo dito. And then yung na-compute nating area of the concrete is lumagpas siya kaysa, mas malaki siya kaysa kay area of flange. Ito yung area of the flange, tapos yung area of concrete is mas malaki. So therefore, for example, nandito. So itong buo na yan, yun yung ating area of the concrete. So therefore, ito yung ating T, di ba? Tapos itong buo naman yan yung A. So therefore, mas malaki si A kaysa kay T. And therefore, we have T beam. Or i-analyze natin yung beam natin na T beam. Okay, yan. Representation lang ulit yan. So, dito, kunin naman natin si AC ulit. So, AC is equal now to, since dalawa na yung area natin dito, di ba? Kung dalawa na yung area natin dito, so we have area of the flange plus natin dun sa isa. So, BW Z. Okay, so si Z yung makukuha natin dito. Next naman makukuha natin si A. And lastly, si C. Okay, so drawing ko na lang yung T pala, ay yung T-beam natin dito para mas magets ninyo. Okay, so dito, hanggang dito si area of concrete. And then, ito yung ating T. Tapos ito si A. Siyempre magkakaroon tayo dito ng Z. And ito naman si BF. And ito naman si BW. Okay, so sana mas na-gets ninyo. So, para makuha natin yung Z na yan, so we have etong nakuha nating AC. Ito yung buo na yan. That is just equal to yung ating area ng flange. Ito, yung area ng flange. Ipa-plus lang natin yung area ng maliit na to. So, that is BW, okay, multiply by Z. So, makukuha natin si Z doon. Yan. Next naman, kung nakuha na natin si C, check naman natin si Fs. So, Fs is equal to 600 multiplied by D minus C over C. And then, ulitin lang naman natin yung ating consideration dito. So, pwede bang i-copy ko na lang to? Oopsie. Copy na lang natin dito. Ayan. Same lang din naman sila ng consideration. So, if Fs is greater than or equal to 1,000 megapascal, magiging tension controlled tayo and yung phi natin is equal to 0.90. But if our Fs is greater than 400 but less than 1,000 megapascal, mapupunta tayo sa transition region and yung magiging phi natin is 0.65 plus 0.25 multiplied by Fs minus Fy divided by 1,000 minus Fy. And therefore, kapag na kuha na natin si MU or si phi natin, makukuha naman na natin dito agad si MU. So, this is just phi C1 multiplied by D minus T over 2 plus phi C2 multiplied by D minus T minus Z over 2. Okay, so makukuha na natin dyan si MU. Okay. So, proceed naman tayo sa ating problem number 4 para mas maintindihan natin yung process or yung sinasabi nating mga step-by-step process dito sa ating analysis. Okay, so problem number 4. So, using NSCP 2015, determine the ultimate moment capacity of a reinforced concrete T-beam with the following properties. BF is 1,500 millimeters, BW 250 millimeters, effective depth is 600 millimeters, and the thickness of the flange is 100 millimeters. The beam is reinforced with 6.28 millimeter diameter, and assumed F prime C is 20.7 and Fy 345 megapascal. Okay, so sulat ko muna yung mga given. So first is yung BF. That is 1,500 millimeters. Next, ina-next ko dito si TF. Or kahit T, okay lang din naman yan. So this is 100 millimeters. Next naman dyan is yung BW. We have 250. Effective depth, this is D, 600 mm. And then meron tayong AS. This is equal to 6.28 mm diameter. Or isolve natin to. Solve na muna natin siya. So we have 6 multiplied by pi over 4 times 28 squared. So 1176. 1176 pi mm squared. And meron tayong Fy na 345. Okay, pagilid ko. 345 megapascal. And si F prime C, meron tayong 20.7 megapascal. And our beta 1 is 0.85. Okay, so solve daw natin si ultimate moment capacity. So first step natin, solution. First step, solve natin si AS balance. Okay. So AS balance muna tayo. So C balance, this is equal to 600 D. Ano yung D? So 610 divided by 600 plus Fy na 345. So ilan to? So 600 times 600 divided by 600 plus 345. So meron tayong 380.952 millimeters. Next dyan is si A balance. So yan lang naman si beta 1. C balance, so 0.85 times 380, 0.952. So we have 323.809 millimeters. Okay, since yung A balance natin is mas malaki, 'di ba? Pansinin na lang or i-analyze na lang natin ng mano-mano. So, if or since si ating A balance is 323 tapos si T lang natin is 100 millimeters, so magkakaroon tayo dito ng Z balance. So, Z balance is just A balance minus T. So, this is equal to 23.809 and this is millimeters. Okay. Next naman natin is solve natin si AS balance. Okay. So, summation forces horizontal is equal to 0. And since meron tayong value ni Z balance, meron tayong dalawang area. Okay, so we have T is equal to C1 plus C2. So dito, si AS balance, Fy, this is equal to 0.85 F prime C BFTF plus 0.85 F prime C BWZ. Okay, so AS balance multiplied by Fy na 345. This is equal to 0.85 times 20.7. BF natin, ano na yung BF? 1.5. And TF natin is 100. Plus 0.85, 20.7. BW is 250. Tama ba na 250 yung BW? Oh yeah, 250. And lastly, the Z. Z natin is 223.809. So, AS balance is equal to, compute natin dito. So, 0.85 times 20.7 times 1.5 times 100 plus, okay, mali yung parenthesis, plus 0.85 times 20.7 times 250 times 223.809 divided by 345. So we have here AS balance is equal to 10,503.565 millimeters squared. Ilan na yung AS natin kanina dito? Okay, i-ano natin to, i-decimal points na lang natin yan. So, 1176 pi. So, that is 3,694.513 mm squared. So, therefore, ano yung mas malaki sa atin? Si AS or si AS balance? So, we have AS is less than AS balance. Kasi 3,694 lang yung AS natin. While yung ating AS balance naman is 10,000. So, nasan or saan tayo pupunta dito? AS is greater than AS balance. Saan? Okay, so dito tayo. So, step number 3 agad. Kasi sa step number 2, yun yung AS is greater than AS balance. Okay. So, dito, magkakaroon tayo dito ng tension steel yields. Therefore, we have Fs is equal to Fy. Okay, so step number 3 agad. Step number 3. Okay, so we have summation forces horizontal is equal to 0. So we have T. Di ba kapag nag-tension controlled tayo, kapag nag-tension steel yield tayo, ibig sabihin nun, kukunin muna natin si AC at saka si AF, tama ba? So dito, T is equal to CC. So we have AS. Itong AS na yan, yun yung gagamitin natin, yung given AS, hindi na si AS balance. Okay. So AS, Fy. Bakit Fy yung ginamit natin? Kasi nag-tension steel yield tayo. Okay, so this is equal to 0.85 F prime C AC. Okay, si AS natin, ilan na yon? Ayan, so 3,694.513 multiply natin kay 345 na FY. This is equal to 0.85. F prime C natin is 20.7 multiply by AC. So, si AC makukuha natin dito. So, we have 3,694.513 multiplied by 345 divided by 0.85 times 20.7. So, we have AC, or the area of our concrete, is equal to 72,441.431 mm squared. Solve naman natin yung area ng flange. Ano yung area ng flange? Diba yan yung BFTF lamang, or we have 1,5 na width of the flange, multiply lang natin sa thickness of the flange, which is 100. So we have 150,000 square millimeters. So ano yung conclusion natin dito? So we have AC is less than AF. Kapag nag-less than yung ating, or mas konti or mas maliit yung area ng ating concrete kaysa kay area ng flange, ganito yung magiging itsura niya. So, ito yung T-beam natin. And then, since mas konti or mas maliit yung value ng ating area of concrete, dito lang yon. Kung nandyan lang yan, ano yung magiging conclusion? We have A is less than T, or i-analyze natin itong beam natin as a rectangular beam. Okay, so sa rectangular beam tayo. So, next. Kapag nag-rectangular beam tayo dyan, di ba may ganun yan. Okay, so kunin natin si A, yung value ng A, kasi hindi pa natin alam yung value ng A dito. So we have AC is equal to B, hindi BW. That is BF multiplied by A. Okay, so yung AC natin is 72,441.431. This is equal to BF na 1.5. Multiply by A. So, yung A natin ay equal saan? So, 72,441.431 divided by 1.5. So, meron tayong 48.294. 294 millimeters. After nating makuha yung ating A, makukuha naman natin dyan si C. Si C lang ay si A divided by beta 1. So, A na 48.294 divided by 0.85. So, we have 56.816 millimeters. Okay, after nating makuha si C, check natin yung ating consideration. So, Fs. Fs is equal to 600 multiplied by D. Ano na ulit yung D natin? D natin is effective depth, guys, ha? D is 600. 600 minus C divided by C. So, ilan ito? Kasi dito sa Fs, makikita natin dyan kung mapupunta ba tayo sa tension control or sa transition region. Okay, so 600 multiplied by 600 minus 56.816 divided by 56.816. So, we have Fs equal to 5,736.243 megapascal. And this is greater than 1,000 megapascal. Therefore, we are in tension controlled. Kapag nag-tension controlled tayo, ang phi natin ay equal kay 0.90. After nating makuha si phi, masosolve na natin agad si mu. So, mu is just equal to phi cc multiplied by d minus a over 2. So, this is equal to 0.90. cc natin is 0.85 f prime c. bf. Okay, bf and then multiply lang natin sa a. bfa ito. Yan. So, a natin is 48.294 multiplied by d. d natin is 600 minus a 294 divided by 2. Okay, so mu or yung ultimate moment capacity natin ay equal kay 0.90 times 0.85 times 20.7 times 1.5 times 48.294 times 600 minus 48.294 divided by 2. So we have, okay, meron tayong mahaba dyan, then divide lang natin siya ng 10 over 6. Tapos ang gagawin lang natin dito sa calculator natin, pindutin sa eng and make sure na nasa dulo is naka times 10 raised to 6. So dito we have 660.584 kilonewton meters. Okay. So, ito na yung final answer natin dito sa problem number 4. For problem number 5, ganun pa rin, determine daw natin si ultimate moment capacity. So, sulat ko na agad yung mga given dito. So, given, we have BF na 500 mm. Meron tayong thickness of the flange. We have 120 mm. Next is BW, or yung width ng ating web, 320 mm. Effective depth, 530. Meron tayong CFY muna tayo, 415 megapascal. And AS, okay, solve na natin agad si AS para hindi na tayo bumabalik-balik mamaya. So this is 10 multiplied by shift pi over 4 times 32 squared. So we have 8,042.477 square millimeters. Okay, next given we have F prime C is 32 megapascal. So, paano natin kunin yan? So, yung beta 1 natin ay equal lamang kay, dito na sa calculator guys, hindi ko na siya isusulat para mas mabilis tayo. So, beta 1 is equal to 0.85 minus 0.05 multiply by 32, yung F prime C natin, minus 28 divided by 7. So, we have beta 1 equal to 0.821. Okay, so, sige, apply na natin yung mga step-by-step natin or yung process natin. So, solution, step number 1, kunin natin si AS balance. Okay, so C balance, i-ano ko na agad dito sa ating calculator or sulat ko na lang muna pala. So, 600 multiplied by 530 divided by 600 plus Fy. Okay, so that is equal to 600 times 530 divided by 600 plus 415. So we have C balance equal to 313.300 millimeters. Next is A balance. So that is just 0.821 or yung beta 1 natin. Multiply lang kay C balance. So we have 0.821 times 313.3. So we have 257.219 millimeters. Okay, so tignan na lang natin dito. So si A balance is compare natin dito sa thickness ng flange natin. So, that is just only 120 millimeters. So, therefore, kung mas mataas si A balance, magkakaroon tayo dito ng Z balance. Okay, so Z balance lamang ay equal kay A balance minus 120. So, this is, minus na lang natin dito, 120. So, we have 137.219 millimeters. Okay, after nating makuha si Z balance, pwede na tayong mag-solve ng AS balance. Okay, so dito na lang, summation forces horizontal is equal to 0. T. Okay, since meron tayong Z balance, meron tayong dalawang area. So, C1 plus C2. So, AS balance multiplied by FY. This is equal to 0.85 F prime C BF TF plus 0.85 F prime C BW. Say. So, AS balance multiplied by FY natin na 415. This is equal to 0.85. F prime C is 32. Multiplied by BF na 500 times TF na 120 plus 0.85. F prime C is 32. BW is 320. And Z natin na 137.219. So, ilan si AS balance? So, compute natin dito. So, we have 0.85 times 32 times 500 times 120 plus 0.85 times 32 times 320 times 137.219 divided by 415. So, we have 6,810.492 square millimeters. Ilan ulit si AS natin? Okay, yung given AS natin is 8,000. So, therefore, our AS is greater than AS balance. Kapag napunta tayo sa AS is or greater than AS balance, ito ay tension still does not yield. And automatically, our phi is equal to 0.65. Since nag-tension still does not yield tayo dito, mapupunta tayo sa step number 2. Okay, step number 2 tayo kasi tension still does not yield tayo napunta. Okay, so dito, summation forces ulit tayo dito. Horizontal is equal to 0. Okay, ang gagawin natin dito is kukunin muna natin ulit si C. Kasi nga, dito sa step number 1 natin is, ina-assume din natin ito ng ating steel ay mag-yield. Pero, na-prove natin na yung ating steel ay hindi siya mag-yield. So, therefore, mali yung assumption natin dito. Kaya, uulitin nating i-compute itong si A at saka si Z. Pero, hindi na siya in balance condition. Kundi, yung sa may talagang or sa may true value na niya. Okay, so dito, gagamitin natin, ano na ulit mga gagamitin natin dito? So, T is equal to C1 plus C2. So, dito na ngayon, AS. Okay, yung AS natin, yun yung AS na given. So, multiply by FS na dito. Okay, kasi si tension still does not yield ay yung Fs niya is not equal to Fy. So, therefore, ang gagamitin nating Fs is yung totoong value niya. So, we have, it is equal to 0.85 F prime C B F T F plus 0.85 F prime C BW, and yung Z natin ay magiging beta 1C minus T. Okay, yung AS natin, ilan yung AS natin kanina dun sa taas? 804, 8042. 8042.722 ba yun? Or 772? 477. 477. So, multiply natin sa Fs. So, that is 600 multiply by D. Ano ulit yung effective depth natin? D is 530. So, 530 minus C over C. So, this is equal to 0.85 F prime C, 32, multiplied by BF, multiplied by TF, plus 0.85 F prime C, BW natin is 320, multiplied by beta 1C. Ang beta natin is 0.8, oops, this is 0.821 C minus T natin na 120. Tama ba na ang beta 1 is 0.821? Okay, 0.821. Okay, sige. Solve natin yung value ng C dito. So, C is equal to what? Kasya pa naman siguro to. Try natin. 80, 42.477 times 600 times 530 minus alpha x divided by alpha x. Alpha equal 0.85 times 32 times 500 times 120 plus 0.85 times 32 times 320 times 0.821 alpha x minus 120. So, kasya siya. So, shift, solve, equals. So, we have C is equal to 329.310 mm. Next is solve natin si A. Si A lang naman is beta 1C. So, beta 1 is 821 times C natin na 329.310. So, this is 270.364 mm. And remember that yung ating thickness of the flange ay equal lamang kay 120. Therefore, magkakaroon pa din tayo dito ng Z. Okay, Z natin, minus lang natin to ng 120. So, we have 150.364 mm. After nating makuha si C, si A, at saka si Z, check natin si Fs. Kung talagang 0.65 nga yung makukuha nating phi. Okay, so 600 multiplied by D, 530 minus C, 329.310 divided by C, 329.310. So this is equal to 600 multiplied by 530 minus 329.310 divided by 329.310. So we have 365.655 megapascal, and this is less than, di ba naka-less than siya? Okay. Less than Fy. Di ba ang Fy natin is 415? Tama ba na 415 ang ating Fy? Check natin sa taas. Okay, Fy, 415. Okay, so talagang nasa tension still does not yield tayo. And then yung isa pang consideration, 365 is less than 400 megapascal, di ba? So therefore, nasa compression controlled tayo. Kung compression controlled tayo, we have phi is equal to 0.65. So, talagang nasa 0.65 tayo yung phi natin. Okay? Yan. So, solve na natin si MU. So, ultimate moment capacity is equal to phi. Since may Z na tayo, we have C1 multiplied by D minus T over 2 plus phi C2 multiplied by D minus T minus Z over 2. Okay, so MU is equal to phi, that is 0.65, C1, 0.85, F prime C, BF, ilan na yung BF? 500, TF, multiply by D, minus T, over 2, plus, dito na lang sa baba niya, 0.65, tapos C2, which is 0.85, F prime C, BW, ilan yung BW na to? BW is 320. Tapos Z, asan yung Z? Yung 150.364 multiply by D, 530 minus 120 minus Z over 2. Okay, makukuha na natin si MU dito. So, ito, divide natin ng 10 raised to 6. So, we have 0.65 times 0.85 times 32 times 500 times 120 times 530 minus 120 divided by 2 is 60 plus 0.65 times 0.85 times 32 times 320 times 150.364 times 530 minus 120 minus 150.364 divided by 2. Ayan. So, equals. And then, after nyan, divide natin na lang. Para maano nyo din yun, maalaman nyo din na tama yung mga solution natin. So, 10 raised to 6. So, we have 783.405. And this is in kilonewton meters. Okay lang naman na pindutin nyo yung eng agad, ha? Okay lang yun. Yan. Okay. So for our last problem, problem number 6, using NSCP 2015, determine daw ulit natin si ultimate moment capacity. So nasulat ko na dito yung given and susulat na lang natin si AS. Okay, si AS is 12.8 mm diameter bars. So compute na lang natin dito agad. So 12 times by, bakit naging naman? Shift pala. Pi over 4 multiply by 28 squared. Okay, so meron tayong AS na equal kay 7389.026 mm squared. And yung beta 1 natin is 0.85. Okay, so proceed tayo sa ating solution. Step 1. Step 1 natin is solve natin si AS balance and assume tayo na this is tension steel yields or yung Fs natin na equal kay Fy. Okay, sige. So, AS balance, so we have C balance. C balance is equal to 600 multiplied by D divided by 600 plus Fy. Okay, so compute natin. We have 600 times 580 divided by 600 plus 345. So we have 368.254 millimeters. Next naman dyan, kunin na natin si A balance. So A balance is beta 1 CV lang naman. So 0.85 times 368.254. So 313.016 mm. And i-analyze natin, we have A na 313 and yung thickness lang naman ng ating flange is 120. So therefore, magkakaroon tayo dito ng ZBA. Okay, so 313 minus lang natin siya kay 120. So we have 193.016 mm. And dyan, kunin na natin si AS balance. So summation forces horizontal is equal to 0. Since meron tayong value ng ZB, so we have T is equal to C1 plus C2. So we have AS balance Fy, this is equal to 0.85 F prime C BFTF plus 0.85 F prime C BWZ. So AS balance multiplied by Fy, this is equal to 0.85 multiplied by F prime C, 21, and BF natin is 900 times TF plus 0.85 F prime C is 21, BW is 400, and Z natin is 193.016. So AS balance is equal to, solve natin. So 0.85 times 21 times 900 times 120 plus 0.85 times 21 times 400 times 193.016 divided by 345. So we have AS balance equal to 9582.418 square millimeters. Compare natin siya sa given AS or area of the steel reinforcement. We have AS is less than AS balance. Therefore, we have tension steel yields. Correct yung assumption natin dito. Okay. Kung napunta tayo sa tension steel yield, ang ating Fs dito ay equal kay Fy. Okay, so proceed tayo sa step number 3 kasi yun yung ating tension steel yields. Okay, so dito, kunin naman natin yung area of the concrete. So summation forces horizontal is equal to 0. We have T is equal to Cc. So yung AS natin, yung AS na yan, yung gagamitin natin yung totoong value or yung given value ng ating area of the steel reinforcement multiply by Fy. Since nag-steel yield tayo, Fy na yung gagamitin natin dito. So this is equal to 0.85 F prime C AC. Okay, yung AS natin, ilan yung AS kanina? 7389. 7389.026 multiply by Fy, this is 345. So this is equal to 0.85, F prime C is 21, multiply by AC. So kukunin natin yung value ni AC. So we have 7389.026 multiplied by 345 and divide na lang natin siya ng 0.85 times 21. So that is equal to 142,813.108 square millimeters. Compare natin siya kay area of the flange. Area of the flange lang is BFTF, so that is 900 times 120. So ito ay 900 times 120, that is equal to 108,000 mm squared. So therefore, ang ating AC is mas malaki siya kaysa kay AF. Kung si AC ay mas malaki kay AF, kakaroon tayo dyan ng A is greater than T or i-analyze natin yung beam natin as T-beam. Okay. So yan. So kapag i-analyze natin as T-beam, kunin naman natin yung value ng Z. So we have AC is equal to AF plus BWZ. Bakit naging ganyan yung ating formula? Kasi yung sa ating figure. Okay, sige. Okay, di ba ganyan? And then yung AC natin is mas malaki. For example, hanggang dito siya. So ito yung AC natin. Ito si T. Ito naman si A. Ito si BF. Ito naman si Z. And ito naman si BW. Okay, so para makuha natin yung Z doon, kasi yun lang naman yung kulang. Okay, so we have AC. Di ba yung AC is ito, yung na-compute natin, yung blue. Yan yung na-shadean. And that is just equal to AF. Ito yon AF. Ipa-plus natin siya kay BW times Z. Yan. So, yan. Kukuha na natin si value ng Z. So, AC natin is 142,813.108. This is equal to 108,000 plus, ilan na yung BW natin? BW is 400 multiply by Z. Tama ba na 400 yun? BW, yeah, 400. So, makukuha na natin si Z. So, solve natin. We have 142,813.108 minus 108 divided by 400. So, we have Z equal to, okay, we have 87.033 mm. Okay, after ni Z, kunin naman natin si A. Okay, so plus lang tayo dito ng thickness ng flange ng 120. So we have 207.033. Next naman dyan is kunin naman natin si C. Okay, C natin is 0.85 times 207. Ang AC pala natin is A divided by beta 1. Yan. So we have 243.568 mm. Okay, after ni C, kunin naman natin ngayon para ma-check kung nasa ang region or kung tension control or transition region tayo. Solve natin si Fs. So we have 600 multiplied by D. Ilan na yung D natin? 580 minus C divided by C. So, compute natin to. We have 600 multiplied by 580 minus 243.568 divided by 243.568. So, that is equal to 828.759 megapascal. And this is less than 1,000 megapascal. Therefore, mapupunta tayo kay transition region. Okay, paano ulit si transition region? Magkakaroon tayo ng phi. This is equal to 0.65 plus 0.25 and this is Fs, di ba? So, Fs na gagamitin natin ngayon is ito. Yan. So, Fs na yan. We have 243. Bakit 243? 828 pala. 828.759 minus natin kay Fy. Fy natin is 345 divided by 1,000 minus 345. So, ilan yung magiging phi natin? So, phi is 0.65 plus 0.25 multiply by 828.759 minus 345 divided by 1,000 minus 345. So we have 0.835. Okay, yan yung value ng ating phi. And therefore, okay, so our mu now is equal to phi C1 kasi may Z tayo, kaya may C1 and C2 tayo. So D minus T over 2 plus phi C2 times D minus T minus Z over 2. So mu is equal to phi. Ano yung phi natin? 0.835 multiplied by C1, 0.85 F prime C BF TF multiplied by D minus T divided by 2 plus 0.835 yung phi natin multiplied by C2, 0.85 F prime C BW. Z natin is, ilan yung Z? 87.033 multiplied by D, 580 minus T minus Z, 87.033 divided by 2 and divide natin to lahat ng 10 raised to 6 para maging kilonewton meters. So mu is equal to, compute natin, we have 0.835 multiplied by 0.85 times 21 times 900 times 120 times 580 minus 60 plus 0.835 times 0.85 times 21 times 400 times 87.033 times 580 minus 120 minus 87.033 divided by 2. Okay, equals, then divided by 10 raised to 6. Okay, so we have mu, or our ultimate moment capacity, equal to 1053.157 kilonewton meters. And this is now our final answer. Yan. Okay, so dito na nagtatapos ang ating topic about analysis and design of the beams. Okay, so kung may tanong kayo, don't hesitate and don't be shy to ask me, okay, through PM or kahit sa GC natin. Okay, so yun lang. Thank you guys. Bye!